Previously on the School of Unusual Magics.
One will rise, one will fall, be it good or bad. But once the stars align on the day of the birth, it rests in her hands and he will be victorious.
We have the magic's identification tonight. Everyone else's magics were identified, but I caused the lights to flicker.
Why wouldn't Headmistress Gilligan tell us about the other two magics, whatever they may be?
I don't do that often, you know.
Do what?
Speak prophecies.
A prophecy? That's what she said.
Okay, let me get this straight. So a girl named Lilith, who's about a year older than us, speaks to you a prophecy, and later that night, all the magics start going crazy whenever you're around. That's totally not convenient and weird.
I know, I'm starting to think I'm starring in a drama series. Do you think the two are related? Lilith's prophecy and last night's events? Maybe. It makes sense, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, for all we know, this whole thing could be some sort of facade.
Hey, Kels, you good?
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt something. What do you guys think about all of this? Huh? Oh, right, Lilith, yeah. I don't know if we can trust her. I mean, yeah, she spoke a prophecy right to your face, but even so, you just met her officially, and we don't know if the prophecy's legit. Psych or not.
Kelsey has a point. None of us really know this Lilith girl other than you, and even so, you just met her this morning.
I think this is something we have to take to Headmistress Gilligan. If this is an actual, legit prophecy like Lilith said it was, then we might have more to worry about than just passing grades. Marina's right, but even so, I still wouldn't put all my trust in Lilith. Alright, so after class, we talk to Headmistress Gilligan about it. Then, we talk to Lilith and get the whole story.
I'm down with that.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Hey, you okay, Kelsey? You were acting kind of off at lunch.
Yeah, I don't know, I just felt kind of weird at lunch, like someone was watching us, but not physically there or watching us, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Kels, we've been friends for, like, ever. If there's something wrong, you can tell me. I appreciate it, Marina, but I don't know, it might just be something in the air. Seeing as it's coming from an Iroh whose magics is related to air, I don't think it's just something. I don't know, Marina, okay? I gotta get to class. Hey, what's up with her? I don't know. She said she felt weird at lunch, but she didn't specify on what. This just isn't like her, to not tell me what's going on. That's right. You, Kelsey, and Levi knew each other before coming to the school. How, exactly? I don't mean to pry, but... It's fine. I moved into town when I was 5. And right next door to me was Kelsey. Across the street was Levi. I first met Levi. He was playing soccer out in his front yard, and from there, he introduced me to Kelsey, and since then, we've all just kind of became best friends. Kelsey and I were especially close. We were like sisters. I was an only child, and her older sister was in college. We used to be able to tell each other everything. We were that close, but ever since coming to the school, she's become more secretive and not so easily trusting to other people. I mean, that may just be an Iroh thing, but I don't know. I just worry about her, that's all. I totally get that. I met my first best friend, Chastity, in the 3rd grade, and we met our other best friend, Grace, in the 5th, and we've been inseparable ever since. Now that I'm coming here, well, let's just say it's gonna be difficult keeping things the same. Yeah, we should probably head to our next class now, before we're late. Yeah, we don't want to be late to a class on the first day of school. Come in.
Lilith, what are you doing here?
I know I should be in class, but I really need to talk to you.
Lilith, how many times have I told you? If there's anything wrong, you can always come to me about it.
I know, but this time it's like deadly serious. It happened. The prophetic spirit, it took over me. And the prophecy I said, well, it's pretty big.
What did you say?
One will rise, one will fall, be it good or bad. But once the stars align on the day of rebirth, it rests in her hands on who will be victorious.
Isn't that?
Yes, it's happening, and it involves Renee Masters.
You know exactly what this means, right?
Yeah, it's her. I'll ask for her once classes are over. You should be heading there too. Do you want me to be here when you talk to her, or...
No.
You need to keep a watchful eye on the book, just in case. You and I both know that students aren't allowed in the restricted area. The librarians will keep me out of there. Then here, take this, show it to them, you'll be fine. But headmistress, that's...
I'm well aware that this is my only key, but I trust you, Lilith.
Thank you. I should be thanking you for bringing this to my attention. Now go, otherwise you'll be late for class.
Yes, ma'am.
Of all the times and of all the people, it just had to be the non-believer. Well, if she didn't believe before, she certainly will now.
Wow, this is actually kind of fun. I so wish I could do that, but I don't know what my magics is yet, or even if I can actually kind of do that. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. Great work! Now for your homework, I want you all to read pages 5 through 7 in your booklet and learn how to wield and control your magics, no matter if you're an aqua or if you're a chrono. Alright, that's it. There's the bell. Thank you, and make sure to do your homework. We'll see you tomorrow. And Miss Masters.
Yes?
Miss Gilligan would like to speak to you in her office. Ooh, look who's in trouble.
Ugh, whatever.
Hi. You asked for me?
Yes, I did. Hi, how is everything here?
Can we just cut to the chase? I kind of want to get back to my dorm.
Of course, yes. Okay. Earlier today, a student came into my office saying that she spoke to you a prophecy. Does her first name happen to begin with the letter L? When Lilith told me about the prophecy, she also said that you were involved in it as well, so I asked for you here in order to explain what it truly means. I'm not catching on. Years ago, a student who was just like you walked through these halls. Her name was Mara. Mara came from a long line of magics users. However, her particular magics was unlike anyone had ever seen. See, there are 2 other magics, and they are probably the most powerful magics in all of our known world. Aether and Nether. Why didn't you tell us about them?
It's because I was scared. I won't lie to you.
Aether and Nether magics are so extremely powerful that they're very rare for anyone to be born with them. There have only been maybe 2 or 3 records of anyone getting either of those magics. And even if someone were to walk through these hallways with either of those magics, I would have no idea how to teach them properly. What exactly is Aether and Nether anyway? Nether is the essence that flows through the realms of the living and the dead. It allows resurrection to occur, and it's very dangerous to use. Aether, however, is a lot more powerful and dangerous. It's the essence that flows throughout the universe and everything. It's what creates. Without Aether, we wouldn't exist. Mara is another. And honestly, that's probably one of the best things that could have ever happened. What do you mean by that? Like I've mentioned before, Aether and Nether magics are very, very rare to come across. And Mara, being a Nether, was teased for her abilities being different, and she wouldn't have been able to get a proper education in her magics because, again, Nether is so very rare. She decided to try and figure out her abilities for herself. And that's when everything went south. She began to grow power hungry, and the darkest parts of the Nether had consumed her. She became very powerful and a very, very big threat quickly. We had to find a way to stop her, and we did. Millennia ago, there was a woman named Amelie. She was the first magics user and the only magics users ever known to wield Aether magic. Magics using excavators had found Amelie's diary mere years before Mara's entrance into the school. We later learned that her diary contained large amounts of magics, and we used that magics to trap Mara inside. We know that the diary won't keep Mara inside forever, but it's doing a good job of it now. But that may not be the case in a few months. I'm failing to understand what this has to do with me. It states in the prophecy that it rests in her hands on who will be victorious. We believe that her is you. Okay, this is even more ridiculous than orientation. I am out of here. Why are you here? What? You could have left the school hours ago, but you didn't. Why? I don't know. Maybe because you're supposed to be here? You have a purpose in going to this school? I don't know. Maybe? I'm not sure.
I'm so bored.
We get it, Levi. You hate homework. Wah, boo-hoo, hiss.
Jeez, Marina, you don't have to mock me. Finally, something more interesting to worry about.
I don't know whether to be glad or concerned that I'm an interesting topic of conversation. With Levi, you can never tell. So what did the headmistress want? To give me more questions than answers, apparently. What is that supposed to mean? Well, we now know the identity of the two, quote, unknown magics.
Ooh, tea!
You hate tea.
Hey, not all tea, just complicated relationship tea over dramatic tea and unsweet tea. Seriously, it shouldn't be existing.
The unknown magics are Aether and Nether. I'm not sure which name corresponds with which symbol, but those are the names. They're like the most powerful magics of all time, and because of that, it's extremely rare for anyone to get them. I'm not saying it's impossible for anyone to get them, it's just super extremely rare. Well, that's definitely some tea. Oh, there's more. There is a lot more. Remember that prophecy I was telling you about? Yeah, Headmistress Gilligan thinks I'm somehow associated to it in some way, shape, or form. Not only that, but she also mentioned that there was once this Nether magics user, like a whole bunch of years ago. Anyway, she did something bad, and now she's trapped in some woman's diary. Trapped in someone's diary? Okay, so you totally hit your head and thought you heard something? Says the AURORA magics user who currently attends an academy for magics users and is learning AURORA magic. Fair point. Okay, what does this have to do with you? I'm not really sure, but Headmistress Gilligan said I was this quote-unquote her from the prophecy. What is this prophecy anyway? I mean, we've heard so much about it, yet we've never actually, heard it. I think it was something along the lines of one will rise, one will fall, be it good or bad, but once the stars align, it will rest in her hands on who will be victorious or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Well, that's not concerning at all. As much as I would love to indulge myself in all this prophecy stuff, I'm not a psych and we have homework to do, so we might as well get that out of the way before we all become sleep deprived and don't learn anything tomorrow. Dang it, Kelsey! Why did you have to remind me? Soleil, where in the world are you? You asked me to come here like 15 minutes ago, and you are nowhere to be seen. Where are you? Well, she's sketchy and I have nothing better to do, so why not? Whoa. No freaking way.
Legendary